when I was doing the deliveries. Come in the main door as you do, go side door, get deliveries inside there. I was stood literally here at the end of the bar.
Yeah.
And out the corner of my eye, I've seen something move over the dance floor, like a black mist shadow sort of thing, over from the dance floor. That creeped me out. I went and stood outside in the snow. And then the second one was back when it was Harry's. Me and another bar lad worked down the end of the bar. He's bent down in the fridges.
Yeah.
I've got my back turned onto the bottles. And as clear as day, we heard like a grunt of an old man.
Wow.
We both looked at each other. We were like, what the hell was that?
Started
swinging last week.
You didn't fake that? Because I thought it was too obvious.
That was swinging last week, and then the lights down the back were flickering. That was a first.
Up to this point, I haven't seen or sensed anything spooky or out of the ordinary. But this is pretty cool here. They have like a county jail, which I imagine maybe drunk people get locked up in there or something as part of the theme. And there's 3 pubs in the chain and they all have one of these. I really like this about the building. But nothing creepy yet. Just a cool area. Sorry. Just watch the videos carefully and slowly. And I'm going to put some pictures in soon. Just take a look, because sometimes things you see in the video afterwards when you look back or in the photos, but I don't always spot everything. Sometimes when I upload them, other people point out that they can see something. So just have a look, and I'll put some photos in next in like a slideshow type way, and just see if you can see anything going on in those. Still, at this point, I'm not feeling anything paranormal or supernatural or out the norm yet. I have lightened up some of the videos and some of the photos. As you can see, they're really dark. And I thought we had more light on the night, but we didn't. But I've lightened up some of the photos so you can see better the shapes or anything that's in them. So it's just to be able to view them a bit better. I haven't altered them in any other way. And this is how it should be done. And this is what I tell others that ask me about investigating places. It's best to take loads of photos, loads of videos, especially when it's really dark. Even if you don't see anything in them, just take them, because you normally see the most activity once you're not there anymore and you're looking back at the photos and videos, especially once you've lightened them up. It's not like on telly where something's going to jump in front of your camera or someone's going to drag you around the floor, a ghost is going to shout boo. It's not impossible for something to happen like that, but it is very, very rare. It is a secretive world and a silent one, that is spirit. And it isn't that easy to capture, or we'd have more images of it. So just remember to take lots of shots and check afterwards.
It's strange. Why is it focusing in on somebody?
Don't know if you can hear that, but there's some crazy weird noises. Not the talking in the background, that's my brother. If you listen, in this room, there is some knocking or creaking. There, did you hear it? Okay, seems to have stopped. It's an old place, so maybe it's just breathing. This is pretty strange. I'm not quite sure what it is. We only noticed it once we were looking back after we'd left. But it could be a light reflection or something like that. But it did happen in the room where we heard the tapping. I mean, once you zoom in and lighten it, it does look like a face, so it is odd. Here's some of the other photos where we think we can see something a bit odd or weird. That doesn't look right. See what you think. This one here looks like there's faces and things. I think it's a telly screen. It could be a reflection. This one here, it looked to me as though there was a man in the corner. I've lightened it there, see? But again, it could just be anything really. These ones look like, could be dust, could be an orb, could be something else. This one is very strange. It looks like a little girl to me. You can literally see her skirt is see-through. It looks like she's got a little denim jacket on from behind. We didn't know, but we've caught video footage there, can you see? 1 minute it's there, and when I come around the corner, it's gone. But again, you don't know. It could be a light reflection as there's a light on the floor. Could be all innocent, couldn't it? Would you like a card reading?
You can do. We'll see what comes of it.
I might as well, cause I think something's coming through, so I feel...
It wouldn't surprise me. My house is a bit of a...
It's, I don't know, it's really funny. It just means something's come through. Or it could be the building. I keep getting the name Jack as well. And Helen will connect as well. So
Helen connects.
So Helen connects now.
But living.
Could be. I just sometimes get names. Sometimes it's a cousin, it's a friend. It could be past.
I'm saying that I've got a cousin who's Jack who's living.
Oh, you've got a cousin who's Jack who's living?
Yeah.
I got that very strong, and I felt it was from someone on the other side. So it would be a family link, so it would be for you as well, wouldn't it? Someone who'd passed. Paul as well. The name Paul is given.
Oh my God, yeah, Paul, yeah.
I've been told passed. Paul. So he has passed.
He has passed.
So he could be the one coming through. Would he try and connect to Jack? Because the name Jack was given strong, that's all it is. And someone is, I get these random little things, right? I was getting a lot of pain in one of my legs. So someone could have a bad leg.
My mum does.
So your mum does. Is it this leg? That's a bit random.
Yeah, mainly.
So Spirit is telling me about her leg, which would mean Paul would be trying to say hello to your mum through you. So you would go home from this and say, a psychic told me the name. Paulie was coming through by mentioning the leg that identifies to you. His cousin Paul's come through to talk.
Brother.
Oh, it's your brother?
Brother.
Who's passed over?
Yeah.
That's why he was telling me your mum's got a bad leg.
That's why I was like, oh my God, that's creepy now, because it literally everything that...
How lovely his brother come through, Paul. And when you feel you're ready, just hand me one at a time. Someone in the family is suffering for arthritis. And I was like, arthritis.
Me mum.
Is that your mum? So he keeps mentioning your mum with her ailments and what's wrong with her. Just because he wants her to know that he's around her, really. And there's a birthday or anniversary coming up soon as well.
My birthday.
Your birthday. Bit random, but someone around you or you is going to get a new bed soon as well. I'm being told to tell about the new bed.
Yeah.
It's about time, they're saying.
Yeah.
This is Paul. This is Paul.
I've literally just got a new bed.
You've just got one.
My niece has literally just got a new bed, and me and my mum are on about getting her a new bed.
So that's why Paul is telling us.
That's weird.
There's a horse connection. That can sometimes mean gypsy connection, or the horse just lives nearby. Traveller.
So my brother does horses, my nephew does horses.
Yeah.
But we get classed as gypsies because growing up we would forever move from here and there. So everybody just assumed we were gypsies.
I'm getting that feeling again. As long as someone's like coming through, it's probably just, if they stand close to me, I get the funny feeling it's probably just Paul coming close. But what I'm hearing is he's saying, will you please make sure you tell Mum that I'm there, that I'm around, please. And he's made a bulb flicker to let you know he's there, so I can tell you today that he's around.
Nah.
Whatever the bulb flickering is, it's just Paul letting you know he's there. It'll probably stop. Anxiety is pretty bad looking at this. There's a little bit of a disbalance in your brain at the moment, but I feel like it will balance out.
Yeah, I've got a lot of like...
Paul's saying what it is something's missing out your life. There's a void, there's a gap that needs to be filled, and it will be filled in the next year. What I call transition periods, where we get really depressed because there's something missing, but we're meant to have a break before the next busy cycle starts up again. And he's saying that
I have always said I've got something missing.
You'll one day do waitressing as well.
I used to do that when I lived down south.
So I could work the show then if you used to do waitressing. And Paul's on about someone on the Xbox all the time. That's what he's showing. He's been around you watching you on it.
Get me charged. That's me.
In the future you're going to own, I don't know if it's a bar, but you're going to own something of your own, like a property type thing. You're not going to be the worker, you're going to be the owner. And I think that's why you're being pushed, you're meant for better things. The only thing I'm being warned about, I tell you, is sometimes you can be a little bit too nice to people.
Yeah.
You need to be a bit more firm. That's what I'm being told to tell you.
Yeah.
You need to harden up because you're a good person, but if you give them too much to take it all, don't they?
Yeah.
They're telling me random things. I think this is Paul.
That's
but he's
weird. That's freaked me out a little bit.
Saying you meant to be the one at the top.
So me and Hannah, we've always said about going into business together and doing bar, nightclub or something similar to this.
But
together.
you being the one
but
in
we're
charge.
being the one up and then hiring the staff to do it. And
I think you will, you know.
Yeah.
Or if you won't, you're being told that you should with that card that flipped over. I think that's what you're being told. Dave as well.
Dave, I don't know whether that was the uncle I've just lost.
If you've lost an uncle just recently and we're getting his name,
because
that's him coming through.
I don't really bother with my dad's side of the family. I don't bother with my dad.
I still get them. I don't know why, but from spirit I still get them.
Yeah, I've just lost an uncle, but I known him as Sharky growing up.
But his real name was Dave?
I believe so, because there's my dad, him, and then another one in Phil.
If that'll be it then, basically. So. The cards are really good though. No death for you.
Sounds bonus, isn't it? You don't even have to open up words now when you weren't expecting to be told bad news.
So your biggest message is, whatever the empty void is, I don't know what it is, it will be filled. But you've got to push, because Spirit's biggest message was you're not meant to be the worker, you're meant to be the owner. And like you've said, you know what that is.
So you just said that as well, because when we had drinks with Benny, he turned around and said to me, I can see you running.
You're going to be the owner or the one running it, not the one working in it. Or you should be doing that, that's what Spirit's telling you. That's what you're meant for better things, that's what that means. Someone sent me about you need to pick clothes off the floor, so I don't know what that means. Paul, tell him to pick the clothes off the floor. It's not me saying it, sorry.
Do me washing, fold them all up, take them, put them on the floor and leave them.
Yeah, as soon as you need to pick them up off the floor, basically.
The young man didn't want his reading on camera, but I suspect a lot of the activity in the pub was his family trying to come through from the other side, as he noted things had been happening at home as well. We had to cut some of the personal messages out the reading, as they were too personal to show, but this could have been what Paul was trying to come through to tell him. So what we would do in this situation is wait a few months, see if the activity calms down after talking to the owner, and if it hasn't, another investigation is pending.